Another live stream here on YouTube at Sports Bonanza John and on Kick Tonight, Sports Kick John, Little League World Series continuing. Ohio and New Jersey tonight in an elimination game. Loser sees their World Series run come to an end. The winner will advance to play another day in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. We will preview this game momentarily. First of all, let's pray. Lord Jesus, thank you for this day. Thank you for doing your will among us, Lord, and protecting us, looking over us, Lord. Please protect these players, coaches, fans. Please keep everyone safe in this game tonight and continue to do your work among all of us, Lord, as I ask and pray this in your mighty name. Amen. All right, here we go. Ohio and New Jersey elimination game in the Little League World Series. Ohio coming in here, or both teams coming in 2-1. Both teams trying to keep their World Series run going. As we already have two finals and one game still ongoing. Elimination games from earlier today. First game of the day saw Japan eliminate Mexico 3-1. And in game two, Alabama, they got a little bit of revenge on Washington as Alabama kept their series alive with a 4-2 win over Washington. In progress with what I would definitely say a shocker going on right now over at Volunteer Stadium. They are in the top of the fifth inning. Canada is leading South Korea 5-1. There are several people on X on social media right now saying if this score holds, Canada and South Korea, it would be one of the biggest upsets in recent memory of the Little League World Series. And I agree. South Korea, of course, those Asia-Pacific countries, always right there. If not in the championship game, at least make the international championship game. But Canada leading South Korea 5-1, top of the fifth inning. I will definitely keep tabs on that game, as Canada is 6 outs away from, I think it's safe to say, Canada 6 outs away from pulling off a shocker over on the international side against South Korea. We will definitely keep an eye on that score as that game continues on. But we are getting set for Ohio and New Jersey. As I said, the loser of this game sees their Little League World Series run come to a close. The winner of this game will advance on to play tomorrow, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, against Alabama. A primetime game tomorrow at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Both these teams 2-1 so far in Little League World Series play. Ohio action, they started their run on Friday. Ohio dropped their opener, losing 6-5 to Nevada on the opening day. Came back on Saturday with a run rule win over Massachusetts. That was a 10-0 win before knocking out Texas this past Monday. 6-1 was that final score. New Jersey started off their Little League World Series with a 2-1 win over Massachusetts. That was that game-winning home run in the bottom of the sixth inning by Mason Rincon in that game. Then New Jersey followed it up on Sunday, losing 6-0 to Iowa. What game am I missing here from them? Okay, they beat Pennsylvania 3-1 on Friday before that loss to Iowa this past Sunday. Anthony Orbach with me. Hey, Anthony, I do have a question. As you were with me yesterday and you were asking, I was not home. I was at work and I didn't get a chance to. Who pitched that game for Alabama today? I'm curious. We were talking about it yesterday. I wasn't sure about that pitching. If you watch that game, I'm curious. Who pitched that for Alabama today? Because I know they were pretty thin on the pitching side. And Alabama awaits the winner of this game. Between Ohio and New Jersey, as we are just about to get underway on what is once again a beautiful evening in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Ten teams remaining at the moment in the Little League World Series. We had Mexico and Washington eliminated earlier today. Mentioned Canada leading South Korea 5-1 in what is, I think anybody can say, a shocker going on right now over at Volunteer Stadium. That game is heading to the bottom of the fifth inning. Here we go. Ohio representing the Great Lakes region, and New Jersey representing the Metro region. As the Ohio team being introduced right now. I have not seen Ohio yet, so I'm going to try to follow along with this lineup as best I can with the show. They usually go through it a little quick, so I do not have the Ohio players' names. I have done New Jersey, so I do know their players. I'm going to try to keep up with Ohio because I had this issue come up this past Sunday on the Iowa-New Jersey game. I had not had Iowa yet, and for whatever reason, with the exception of like 2 or 3 batters, they were not showing the batters at the plate or who they were. So I was a little lost on Iowa's players on Sunday, and I hated that. This is a 12-player roster on Ohio, so 12 players will bat in continuous batting order, as they do in Little League. Okay, so Jerry Taylor pitched that game, and then Harris Jr. came in. All right, we're underway here. First pitch, ball 1. Jet Bridges gets the start on the mound for New Jersey in this game. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Boone Treadway, the leadoff hitter, and that misses inside. 2-0. Pitcher against pitcher here right out of the gate. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And now showing bunt and taking a strike at the knees. Counts now 2-1 on Treadway. Two-one pitch. That misses. 3-1 now on Treadway, the leadoff hitter for Ohio. And time called prior to the 3-1 pitch. And now we're set to go. Bridges looks in and delivers the 3-1, and that's going to be a leadoff walk to begin this game as Treadway gets aboard to lead off this game for Ohio. Yes, Alabama. So Alabama must have 6 or 7 pitchers, or 6 or 7 players that can pitch. Here's the number 2 hitter, Bryson Williams. And the pitch is inside for ball 1. Playing center field today for Ohio. And the 1-0 pitch, that's going to be a strike. That'll even the count, a ball and a strike. 1-1 pitch. Williams bunts it, and it will roll foul. Count now 1-2 on Bryson Williams. Again, I'm going to keep an eye on that Canada-South Korea score. Williams grounds it to third. They will go to second, get one there. Throw to first is late. So a fielder's choice for Williams as the lead runner is erased. Anthony, yes, you're correct. Alabama, yes, the winner of this game will play Alabama in the 7 o'clock spot tomorrow night. Yes. So one down here with a runner at first. And it is ball one low here. Number 3 hitter Leo Feltner, the shortstop. One-zero pitch on the way. That's a strike. That'll even the count 1-1 on Feltner. Sun starting to set behind Lamade Stadium. 1-1 pitch is low. That'll get away from the catcher. And now going to second and out at second base. That ball didn't carry too far from the catcher, and he immediately picked it up and threw to second and threw out Bryson Williams. Oh, yeah, he's clearly out. So now the base is empty with 2 outs. The 2-1 pitch is outside. Count now 3-1 on Leo Feltner. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Check swing foul. That will fill the count 3-2. Payoff pitch. Foul back. Feltner stays alive. Three-two is a swing and a miss for strike 3, and that will end the inning. Ohio down in the first. New Jersey steps up for the first time here in the bottom of the first. Anthony, to answer your question on the New Jersey player, that was Mason Rincon that hit that home run in their first game. Yeah, that was a blast. So New Jersey will get their first at bat here in the bottom half of the first inning. Quickly, let me... Okay, it is still 5-1. It is still 5-1, Canada and South Korea, bottom of the 5th inning, over at Volunteer Stadium. Again, we'll keep tabs on that game. I don't think there's any question. That would be a shocker if that score holds. Four-run top of the first inning for Canada in that game. South Korea has just one hit today against Team Canada.
everybody.
Whoops.
Welcome to another
I
live
don't
stream.
need to listen to me. I hit the wrong button. All right, so here we go. New Jersey coming up here in the bottom half of the first inning. Yeah, Anthony. Yeah, Canada. Yeah, Canada's up 5-1 on South Korea. Yeah, that would definitely be a shocker if that holds. It's in the bottom of the fifth inning. On the mound, getting the start tonight on the mound for Ohio is going to be Boone Treadway. It'll be Gabe Garcia Jr. to lead off the bottom of the first for New Jersey. First pitch, strike one. Yeah, and you put the Canada-South Korea up 100 games. South Korea probably wins 99 of those 100 games, but this might be that one day today. One and one, the count on Gabe Garcia. And the pitch from Treadway. Ball two. 2-1 pitch. That hits the outside corner. Two-two pitch. That's a strikeout. They'll have to throw to first to complete the out, which they do. And there's out number one here in the bottom half of the first inning. It's going to bring up Owen Feliz, number 2 hitter. Feliz takes strike one on the outside corner. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Feliz sends it down the right field line and foul. It's 0-2. Swing and a miss. So a good start on the mound for Treadway. And here comes the home run hero from Wednesday for New Jersey, Mason Rincon. He also hit a home run in their game on Friday. Pitch is hit foul, first base side, strike one. Rincon, a 3 sports star, also plays basketball and football. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Strike two on the inside corner. Boy, he looks so composed and determined up there at the plate. 0-2 pitch. Hit foul. Rincon stays alive. Here comes another 0-2 pitch to Rincon. Line foul again, right side. 0-2 pitch. Upstairs, check swing over to first, and no swing, says the first base umpire. 1-2 now on Rincon. One-two pitch. Line foul again. Good battle here between Treadway and Rincon. Treadway delivers another 1-2 pitch. Downstairs, 2-2. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. 2-2. That is hit into center field, and it's going to be played and caught out there by Bryson Williams to end the inning. New Jersey retired 1-2-3 in the first. On we go to inning number 2, 0-0. Ohio and New Jersey. And meanwhile, they are heading to the final inning, top of the 6th. In that international game, Canada still up 5-1 on South Korea. Anthony, I did not see that. No, I actually haven't seen the highlight. I actually had to hurry up. It was a little bit of a late day at work. So, well, not a late day, but later than you. So I actually had to hurry up and set up here. So all I did was see the scores. I haven't seen any highlights of those earlier games or anything. I'll check it out, though, after this, after I'm done on the live stream tonight. So, is it Sin201, the screen name on the live chat? Bayonne, New Jersey fan. Sin 201 like the area code. Okay, 201 area code. Okay. Like it. Top of the second inning we go. Another big crowd on hand, as we've had all week, and usually every year. Little League World Series packs in big crowds in Williamsport. Akron kid in the live stream. Go on, Ohio. Bridges back to work. First pitch, top 2, strike 1. Leadoff batter here in the top of the second for Ohio, Josiah Infante. 0-1 pitch, hit foul, and quickly 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch on the way, on the ground to short, off the glove of the shortstop, and it trickles into left field. Had to try to backhand that one. That should be an infield hit. That was going to be a tough play. Backhanded attempt there by Garcia. Couldn't quite come up with it. Good attempt at it. Here's the number 5 hitter for Ohio as this pitch is ball 1. This is Jack McAdams playing third base today. 1-0 pitch up and in. It's 2-0. Keep refreshing this score to see. I don't know what they scored. That should be an infield hit. That was going to be a tough play. 2-0 pitch is a strike on the outside corner, 2-1. That's why I keep refreshing the screen in case you're following on that screen. 2-1 the count on Jack McAdams, and the pitch is on the ground and through. That's clearly a base hit. It'll be first and second for Ohio here in the top of the second inning. So the first two have reached. And now we're going to have a meeting on the mound. New Jersey infield as well as the catcher all coming out to the mound to talk to Jet Bridges. Here's Bob Frazier. Number 6 hitter playing right field, pulls the bunt back and takes inside, ball 1. One 1-0 pitch showing bunt again and pulls it back, but this time takes a strike on the inside corner. Counts even 1-1. One pitch. Swings away this time, and it's a swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Okay, they're not keeping up really with the hits and anything right now. Time called prior to the 1-2 pitch. One, 2 on the way, and called strike 3 on the inside corner. So that's a big first out here on the strikeout of Bob Frazier. Thought it was coming inside and ended up dropping right on that inside corner. Now we've got a manager of New Jersey going out talking about something with the home plate umpire. Chris Shazier on the jumping in on the live stream. Let's go Hamilton West Side. Obviously rooting for the Ohio kids. Ball 1 here to the number 7 hitter, Xander Kincaid, left fielder for Ohio tonight. 1-0 pitch, that's right there for strike 1. One pitch, upstairs, 2-1. Comes the 2-1 pitch from Bridges. That's lined into right field, but right at the right fielder who for out number 2. That was a good hit by Kincaid, but he hit it right to the right fielder. 2 down. That was Joey Dwyer out there in right field that made the catch. So now runners at first and second with 2 outs. And the first pitch here, ball 1. This is the number 8 hitter for Ohio, Walker Osborne. One 0 pitch. Down low, it's 2-0. Two 0 pitch up and in. It's now 3-0 the count on Walker Osborne. Three 0 pitch. That's a strike taken all the way. It's 3-1. Three 1 pitch. That's taken again, and it's right down the middle, and that will fill the count now. 3-2. And Bridges a strike away from getting out of this first and second nobody out jam here in the second. The 3-2 payoff in the air to left center. That's going to get down for a hit. Here comes the throw home. Infante coming in. He's going to be out by a good margin. Infante tried to score, but he was thrown out by a good margin trying to score. And that will end the top of the second inning. On we go to the bottom of the second. Ohio comes up empty as we remain scoreless. Well, that throw was right on the dot. That was an absolute strike thrown to the plate to cut down Infante trying to score. They are heading to the bottom of the sixth in the international game. Canada still leading South Korea 5-1. Canada looking for the absolute shocker. South Korea has runners at first and second with nobody out in the bottom of the sixth. Following along here in this one. It's bottom of the second here, 0-0 game between Ohio and New Jersey. Believe this is going to be believe this is going to be Jet Bridges leading off here in the bottom of the second for New Jersey. First pitch, bottom 2 outside for ball 1. Pitcher against pitcher here. The pitch is off the end of the bat, hit right to the shortstop. And the catch is made by Leo Feltner for the first out here in the bottom of the second inning. And strike 1 here. This is Chase Klimkowski, the number 5 hitter. 0-1 pitch. Little low, 1-1. Klimkowski playing center field tonight for New Jersey. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. 1-2 the count on Klimkowski. One-two pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Third strikeout for Boone Treadway. Two down here in the bottom of the second inning. A.J. Tapia now the batter and fouls this away for strike 1. Frank Paul, is it Polizin there in the live chat? Cheering on New Jersey from California. That's going to be a base hit. That'll be the first base runner of the game for New Jersey. 2-out single to center for Tapia. Inning will continue here, and that's a strike. Number 7 hitter now, Connor Oliva. Oh, 1 pitch. Foul back, and it's 0-2 on Oliva. Oh, 2 pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. And that will end the inning. 2-out single by Tapia, but he gets stranded. We head to the third. Ohio and New Jersey, no score. And meanwhile, Canada 5, South Korea 1. That game in the bottom of the 6th inning with 2 outs. South Korea has runners at second and third, but the batter at the plate has a 3-0 count. And now South Korea has the bases loaded with 2 outs. Anthony, how do they determine the home teams for the elimination games? Don't hold me to this 100%. But I believe that since New Jersey started off in the winner's bracket, since winning their first game, and Ohio did not, I believe that is how it comes into play, since New Jersey was in the winner's bracket originally, and Ohio's had to face elimination games since their first game. I think that's why New Jersey is the home team tonight. Don't hold me to that 100%, but I believe that is how that's determined. Actually, that wouldn't be right because Alabama was the home team today against Washington, wasn't it? So that wouldn't. So actually, just scrap what I just said. I may have to look that up. Yeah, Frank, somebody else told me this week that even though they have a certain package that you can't access ESPN content or something from the app or something if it's on the regular linear ESPN. Somebody was telling me that in a live chat earlier this week, if I understood what they were saying correctly, which is, yeah, that's not right. Canada is a strike away, and Canada has just won the ball game. South Korea leaves the bases loaded in the bottom of the sixth, and Canada with the shocker over South Korea, 5-1 the final. First pitch here, top three is a strike. Oh, 1 pitch downstairs. 1-1. Yeah, that's there were several people on X saying if that holds up, that was going to be one of the biggest upsets in recent memory in the Little League World Series, and I tend to probably agree with that. Finn Dykes, the leadoff hitter here for Ohio, as the 1-1 is fouled away onto the netting. It's 1-2. So Canada will move on. And I have to look at the schedule here between innings. I believe they will now face Japan tomorrow. 1-2 pitch, that is fouled away. One-two pitch. Swing and a miss. They'll have to throw down to first to complete the out. Actually, are they calling that a foul ball? I guess they called that a foul ball. Excuse me. Let's see. I don't. Well. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's definitely a strikeout now. So 1 down here in the top of the third. Third strikeout for Jet Bridges. So the 4 international teams left, Nicaragua and Curacao, are both undefeated. It is going to be Japan and Canada in the elimination game tomorrow. This is the deepest run Canada has made in the Little League World Series in, I don't even remember how long. A shocker. Ball 1 here. This is the number 10 hitter, Zach Hilton. 1-0 pitches upstairs. It's 2-0. Yeah, Bayonne, New Jersey. Yeah, that's Frank, you were talking about Japan or Canada playing either Iowa or Bayonne in the final. I tell you what, that 2-0 pitch is a strike. I know, I think you're rooting out there for Bayonne out there in California, but man, I have seen Iowa. They have got some kind of pitching staff on that Iowa squad as that 2-1 pitch hits the outside corner. And something else, if you're a regular viewer of my live streams this week, I've already mentioned this, but I'm going to mention to any new viewers, I'm going to mention this again here at Between Innings. 2-2 pitch misses outside, and it's a full count. Payoff pitch upstairs, and that's going to be a one-out walk to Hilton. So runner on here for Ohio with one out. Caden Trent, the Ohio catcher, now the batter. And takes on the outside corner for strike one. A 1 pitch. Trent shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a strike. It's 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. Little outside, just missed the corner, 1-2. One-two pitch. Down low, it's 2-2. Two-two pitch. Down low, that will fill the count, 3-2. And now another meeting on the mound as the infield and the catcher goes out to talk to Bridges. Payoff pitch. Foul back. Another 3-2. That is called strike three. Trent caught looking. Strikeout number 4 for Jet Bridges. 2 down here in the top of the third. And ball 1. Number 12 hitter and final hitter in the continuous batting order, Hudson. Oh boy, is it Vonderheide? Is that strike? One pitch. Upstairs, 2-1. Two-one pitch. That's a strike, and that'll even the count 2-2. Two-two swing and a miss. Strike 3. Bridges with his 5th strikeout. Ohio strands a runner at first. We go to the bottom of the third. Still 0-0. Ohio and New Jersey. Plus Life, if you're in the live chat tonight. And Anthony, if you're still in the live chat, we may have talked about this. Might have been last night when I talked about this. I can't remember when exactly I was talking about this. So if you've been a regular listener and viewer of my live streams all week long, this is going to be a repeat of what I was saying earlier in the week. If you're a new viewer, so I've been talking about the Little League World Series. It is one of my favorite events of the year. There is one big rule that I would love to see Little League change. I am not a fan of, and I've never been a fan, it's the modified double elimination. The double elimination is great, but the modified double elimination, because it's double elimination until the U.S. International and then the championship game. I wish Little League would change it. I do not think it's right. I have never, ever thought it was right that if a team runs the slate going into the U.S. or international championship games, if they go into that game undefeated, but then lose in that U.S. or international championship game, they're done. No, double elimination needs to mean double elimination the entire way through. I have never, that is the one thing I wish Little League would change. I do not think it's fair for the teams that go undefeated to the U.S. and international champion, or even to the championship game. You're undefeated and you lose that game and you're done. I have never been a fan of that. That's the one thing I wish they would change. Yeah, was it last night, Anthony? I couldn't remember if it was last night or I couldn't remember what night it was exactly. We were talking about that, but first pitch, bottom three here, fouled back for strike one. Oh, 1 pitch. That is hit foul. It's 0-2. Leadoff batter here in the bottom of the third inning for New Jersey's Joey Dwyer, right fielder tonight. And there's strikeouts. The fifth of the game for Treadway. One down here in the bottom of the third. Rose, what you're saying is that there should be a best of 3 in the overall championship. Well, no, not necessarily, but I'm just saying I'll get back into it here after this event. No, not necessarily a best of 3, just as Dex Zimmerman's the batter here, the left fielder. 1-0 pitch, that is lined into right center. That's going to be a base hit for Zimmerman. So 1-out single for Zimmerman here in the bottom of the third inning. No, I'm simply saying that if in whatever the U.S. International or championship game, whatever, if a team is undefeated playing a team that has already lost once, if the team that lost with the one loss would win that game, there should just be a second game, a winner-take-all game is what I'm saying, is how I'm... So, yeah, so I guess if both teams are undefeated, yes, in that instance, it would be a best of 3. But as Leandro Anaya is the batter, first baseman for New Jersey. Anaya sends it into... No, that's going to be caught, excuse me, infield and almost doubled up from first base is Zimmerman. It was a shortstop, Leo Feltner, that made that catch. So 2 down here with the runner at first and a swing and a miss for strike 1. Number 11 hitter here, Connor Reed. Oh, 1 pitch misses. That will even the count 1-1. Check swing over to first, no swing. One pitch. That's hit foul, and the count goes to 1-2. Rose, okay, but what about the overall championship game between the U.S. and the international? Well, it'd be the same situation. I mean, it's, well, like, I'll review that here after this at bat here. 1-2 pitch misses 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and Treadway showing some emotion as he leaves the mound after that strikeout. Halfway through this one, good pitchers duel. 0-0, Ohio and New Jersey. Elimination game. Rose, back to your comment, the overall championship game between the U.S. and international would be the same situation. You know, if one of those teams is undefeated after that game, and both are undefeated, or both teams, well, if both teams have 1 loss, obviously it'd be a winner take all. But if both teams are undefeated going into that game, I would have no problem with a best of 3, because I just think double elimination should mean double elimination the entire way through. So yeah, if both teams are undefeated, then yeah, it would be a best of 3. But like I say, if one team has 1 loss and the other team's undefeated, and the team that with the 1 loss wins that game, well, you both now have a loss, so that should be a second winner take all game. And Anthony in the live chat, I agree with what we were talking last night. I just agree. It's not right that if you're undefeated and lose that game in the current format, if you're undefeated going into that game and you lose that game, you're done. That's not right. It's modified double. I know that's like it's double elimination up to the. I know, and I'm just saying they need to pull the modified, and double elimination should mean the whole way through. Onward we go. Top half of the 4th inning. It's going to be the top of the order for Ohio. Boone Treadway to lead it off here at the top of the 4th. Three hits for Ohio, 2 hits for New Jersey at this point. Anthony, does the Nevada team play Wednesday? Yeah, I'm looking at that. Yes. Nevada is going to be in action at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Iowa and Nevada in that 3 o'clock game tomorrow. That's going to be a fun one. They're looking at the mound here. I don't know if there's an issue with the dirt on the mound, if it's messing with the footing here or something. The New Jersey infield and the umpires are out there looking at the pitcher's mound. Yeah, so actually, let's go ahead and set the schedule tomorrow while we're in a little bit of a break here. It starts at 1 o'clock Eastern time with Nicaragua and Curacao. Both those teams are undefeated. Same thing with the 3 o'clock game, Nevada and Iowa. 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And then we've got 2 elimination games at 5 and 7. Be Japan and Canada at 5 o'clock in an elimination game, and then a 7 o'clock game tomorrow night, Alabama against the winner of this game. Interesting to see who Iowa sends in that game tomorrow to pitch. So here we go. Whatever the situation was is resolved now. First pitch, top 4, ball 1. Boone Treadway. He drew a walk his first time up to lead off the game. 1-0 pitch is a strike on the inside corner. That'll even the count 1-1. With that walk he drew in the first inning, Boone Treadway has now walked 6 times in the Little League World Series this year. And 1-1 pitch is upstairs, 2-1. Everyone said that the USA couldn't beat the Russia. That's right. Miracle on Ice back in 1980. Yep. 2-1 pitch is down low. It's 3-1. I think back of that one, and then I think as the 3-1 pitch on the way, and Treadway has just walked again for the 7th time in the Little League World Series. Treadway draws a walk. Frank, you're talking about that USA-Russia Miracle on Ice. I think of what I still call the biggest upset in college football history. I think it's hard to believe that thing's going on, was it 20 years ago now, that Appalachian State-Michigan game back in, when was that? 2000? Is that 2008? Whenever that was. I want to say that was 2008, but that don't. Was it 2007? Okay, I knew it was back in that, going on 20 years. It's hard to believe that's going on 20 years ago. Bryson Williams, the batter, hit into a fielder's choice his first time up. Ball 1. That was pitch number 67 for Jet Bridges. Again, the limit in Little League for a pitcher is 85. One-0 pitch. That's down low. It's 2-0. Two-0 pitch. Up and in. It's 3-0. Three-0 pitch. That's a 4-pitch walk to Williams. Back-to-back walks here in the 4th. And Ohio has runners at first and second, and Leo Feltner will come to the plate. Oh, is that right? Frank used to hang out with the grand. That's awesome. Yeah, I believe Bayonne is the second closest team to Williamsport this year, less than 200 miles away. The only team that was closer was Westchester, Pennsylvania, who was eliminated last night. That pitch misses for ball one. Anthony, yes, if the 84 pitches, and yes, if you get to 85 mid at bat, yes, you can finish that at bat. 1-0 pitch is a strike. 1-1. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. 1-2 now the count on Filtner. One-two pitch, up and in, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch just missed. Counts now full, 3-2. Payoff pitch. Ball four, the third straight walk this inning, and the bases are loaded. Frank, did I see? Okay, I saw conflicting reports on that. It is for sure now that she did pass away. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing that. Yes, yeah, unfortunate. Losing Dolly Parton today at the age of 80. Looks like we may have a pitching change here, as Bridges has walked the first three batters here in the fourth inning, and it looks like it's going to be Gabe Garcia Jr. coming in to pitch for New Jersey. Well, that's Dolly Parton today, and just 2 days ago we lost her name just escaped me, Shelley Fabaret. Frank, you're not big on. Yeah, I didn't listen to a whole lot of her music growing up, so I guess I don't really have an opinion since I didn't really listen to too much. So Jet Bridges exits after 76 pitches and will give way to Gabe Garcia Jr. What in the world was that? Gabe Garcia Jr. Garcia coming in, inheriting quite the situation. Bases loaded, nobody out. Top of the fourth inning in a scoreless game. And the first pitch as Infante is the batter, and strike one. Singled to lead off the second inning. And the pitch misses outside. 1-1. 1-1 pitch. That's up and in to Infante. 2-1. Two one. That's foul as that hits off Infante in the batter's box. Two pitch. That is a blast to left, and it is going foul. Ho, ho, ho. Infante gave that a ride. That would have cleared the bases on a grand slam had that stayed straighter. That was a blast, but foul. Another 2-2 pitch coming. Swing and a miss. That is a big strikeout for Gabe Garcia Jr. One down, and Jack McAdams will be the batter. McAdams singled back in the second, his first at bat. First pitch to McAdams, low, ball one. McAdams sends this one right side and foul off the netting. It's 1-1. One pitch. Bouncer foul, and the count now 1-2. One-two pitch. Hit through the right side for a base hit. This will score one. Throw back in is cut off. Other runners move up 60 feet. RBI single for McAdams, and Ohio gets on the board. It's 1-0. Frank, that $4.95, is that for the Little League World Series only, or is that for a whole day of whatever's on the ESPN app? Or is that just for the series? Do you know? Bob Frazier, the batter. Believe me, I wish I could show video on my channel of this. Believe me, there's no other sporting event that I would. That's a fair ball down the first baseline. Tagging first base is Bridges, but it's going to get a run home. Boy, he should have let that roll foul. But in the instant, just first instinct, just grab the ball and get the out. He does get the out at first, but the run does come across, and it's 2-0. Actually, you know what? In looking at that, if they show the other angle down the first baseline, that actually may not have rolled foul, so Bridges may have had no choice there. RBI ground out for Frazier. Brings in Bryson Williams, and it's 2-0. So actually, looking at that replay, looks like Bridges may have done the right thing, because I'm not sure for sure that would have rolled foul. So here's Xander Kincaid. Flew out to right his first time up. Runners at second and third with 2 outs and ball one. Well, yeah, I'm trying to update it. Whoever's running this Game Changer app is not doing the updating on their side. So yeah, I've tried to refresh it. It's whoever's running the app itself. 3-0 the count. And that's a strike. It's 3-1. Three-one pitch, that's a strike, and the count now full 3-2. Payoff pitch is hit to the short, and it gets underneath and into left center. This is going to score 2 more. Kincaid ends up at second base as Feltner and McAdams score 4-0 Ohio as they put up a 4 spot here in the 4th inning. That didn't take the greatest of hops either. So a 4-run 4th for Ohio. It's now 0-2 on the batter, Walker Osborne. Oh, 2 pitch misses, counts now 1-2. One-two pitch, that is inside, 2-2. I'm going to try to refresh the board again here between innings, but thanks, Frank. Frank, game's not over yet, so I'm going to get back to what you and you guys have been talking about ESPN here. I've got YouTube TV as my provider, so I'm just watching it on linear ESPN through YouTube TV. But yeah, apparently if you just have the app, they're charging to watch anything that's on any of the linear ESPN channels, which that's not right. Payoff pitch, that is lined to underneath short again. And this is going to bring another run home. And it's 5-0 Ohio. As Kincaid comes in to score. Well, Frank, Alabama was down 5-0 yesterday and came all the way back and won it in the 7th. So this, Anthony, do I call NFL game? Yes, I do. Yes, I will be calling some NFL games and will be calling a lot of college football games this year. In fact, I'm going to start on my college football live streams this coming Thursday. I do FBS and FCS both in college football, and FCS college football season kicks off this Thursday. So I'm going to be on a college football live stream this coming Thursday. Actually, I'm actually going to... I say I'm going to be doing a college football live stream this Thursday. I've been saying I'm going to do a college football live stream Thursday. I might do the 7 o'clock game here. I don't know officially yet. Finn Dykes is the batter. He is the 9th batter of the inning. And the count's now 1-2 on Dykes. Sorry, I missed a couple pitches there. One-two pitch. Outside, 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Bouncer to first. And making the play at first base to end the inning. But Ohio puts up 5 runs in the fourth. It is 5-0 as we go to the bottom half of inning number 4. Let me try and update this board again, but yeah, whoever's running this on the Game Changer app tonight is either asleep at the wheel or something. And I don't know any place else that is keeping the line score. All the ESPN's got is just the score on the day's scores. It hasn't been keeping track of the line score. It is 5-0, Mr. Tomcat. 5-0 Ohio. There we go. Whoever's running the Game Changer app just woke up from their nap. Anthony, actually, yes, I've said the last 2 days that I usually put a post. I've actually been doing live streaming a little over a year. I have not one time used that community tab. I probably need to. I've been saying the last 2 days that I was going to put a post on there saying if I'm going to be live or not, and I have been, and the Game Changer app just went away again. I've been saying I'm going to put up to see if I'm going to be able to be on or not, and with the work, I've gotten busy what I've been doing at work, and I have flat forgot to go on there the past 2 days to post some. But yes, I will try and be better at that. I would like to be on again tomorrow night, but with my work at what I do, Wednesday is usually a very, very busy day, so that's why I am not committing to tomorrow at all. But yes, I promise you sometime during the day tomorrow, I will go on there and put yay or nay if I'll be able to be on or not. Write myself a note. Bottom 4 here. The Syracuse mascot has made an appearance, as has the... I'm actually not sure who that other one was. First pitch, bottom 4, is a foul ball, strike 1. Top of the order for New Jersey, Gabe Garcia struck out his first time up. Oh, 1 pitch on the ground to second. Backhanded play. Throw to first in time to retire Garcia. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. And here's coming up to bat now is Owen Feliz, who was also a strikeout victim his first time up. Boone Treadway only at his 43rd pitch of the game, and it's fouled back, and Owen Feliz is in an 0-2 hole. Oh-2 pitch on the ground to short. And the throw to first will retire Feliz for out number 2 here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Bases empty, 2 outs. Here comes Rincon. Rincon flew out to center his first time up. First pitch to Rincon is hit foul, strike 1. Now the Game Changer app has 4-0. Trust me, it's 5-0. 0-1 pitch. Downstairs, 1-1. One pitch. Line foul, right side. Count now 1-2. One-two pitch. Upstairs, 2-2. Two pitch. Rincon fouls it off right side, stays alive. Two pitch. Inside, and that will fill the count, 3-2. If Rincon gets on, Jet Bridges is on deck. Payoff pitch. And another foul ball. Anthony, yes, you are exactly right, Anthony. That's why that's why, as much I would love to show video, that's why there's no way I'm chancing it. They have been, here's a 3-2 pitch. That's ball 4. Rincon draws a 2-out walk. Yeah, YouTube and all them, they've been coming hot, heavy, and hard with the sports content. And apparently, from my understanding, they've really been buckling down on those people that do like those music reaction videos and the reaction videos and all that, not just music, but the reaction videos in general. Apparently, they've been coming hard on them too. So a 2-out walk to Rincon. It'll bring up Jet Bridges. He lined out to short his first time up back in the second. And ball 1. One-0 pitch. That's upstairs. It's 2-0. Two-0 pitch. Outside, it's 3-0. Still under 50. That last pitch was number 55 for Treadway. Here's the 3-0. That's right down the middle, strike 1. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That's fouled back. That'll fill the count. Tony Prieto in the live chat. You're saying that people have been showing the video feed all week long. They've got guts of steel because that's not a chance I'm willing to take. Here's the payoff pitch. That's foul. Another payoff pitch. That's ball 4. Back-to-back walks for New Jersey as trying to get a rally going here, and it'll bring up Chase Klimkowski. For the Ken Coomer, one of the assistant coaches for Ohio, going out to the mound. Strikeouts, Frank. Are you asking strikeouts for the how many strikeouts the the Ohio pitcher has? Is that what you're asking? If that's what you're asking, the answer is 6. Anthony, yeah, you're right. Like I say, I'm just well, I started my live stream channel last year with the NBA Finals with the Pacers and the Thunder. So I'm still, by streaming standards, fairly new. I'm not willing to take that risk because I want to eventually like to make this a full-time thing. But and I'm not, so I'm not. 0-1 pitch, that is fouled back. And it's an 0-2. No, Frank, no, I'm going to do everything I can. I'm going to try to follow every rule to the T. But thank you for the 0-2 the count on Klimkowski, and the pitch outside 1-2. 1-2 pitch. That is in the air to center, and that is going to carry but be caught out there in center field by Bryson Williams to end the inning. Klimkowski gave it a little bit of a ride there, but a fly out to center. New Jersey strands 2. We head to the 5th. 5-0 Ohio as the Syracuse Orange mascot takes a roll down the outfield hill. Anthony, yeah, you're right. If you get a copy, they don't automatically pull your channel on the first time. Yes, as far as I know, it is still 3. I'm not even going to chance trying to get 1. Like I said, I wish I could video all of them. None more than the Little League. I would love nothing more than to video this and give the kids the video exposure too. But it's not. It's just not a risk I'm willing to take. Oh, Fry, I appreciate that. Yeah, somebody else was saying that the other day. That was it. It's like listening to it on the radio, which I've never actually really thought about that, but I guess that's true, minus the crowd noise. Top half of inning number 5. It's going to be Hilton to lead it off. The little guy gets squished first. That's a good way to put it. Okay, whoever's running the Game Changer apps back to their thing again because they still think it's the 4th inning. I promise it's not me, everybody. First pitch, top 5, strike 1. If the Game Changer app goes funky again, I'll try to somehow the scroll on the bottom. I usually run different stuff down there. I'll try to somehow try to keep up on the scroll on the bottom because whoever's running this app tonight, well. Sorry, I have to laugh at this message that just went in the live chat. 0-2 on Hilton. Hilton sends this one in the air to right, but out there making the catch in right field for the first out. I believe that was Dwyer that's still out there in right field making that catch. And it will bring up Caden Trent, who struck out looking his first time up back in the second. Ball one. This is the bottom third of the Ohio order here in the fifth inning. 1-0 pitch misses inside. It's 2-0. Pitch, and it's now 3-0. Hey, Damian. Yes, I do remember you from the Iowa game. Welcome back. And that's going to be a 4-pitch walk to Trent. So a 1-out walk brings up the number 12 hitter, Brandon Snyder, in the live chat, an Ohio fan. If anybody that's been following Hamilton, Ohio, and any fans from Ohio, please let me know if I'm getting this kid's name right. Hudson Vanderhyde, and he bunts it, and the sacrifice successful. It will advance the runner to second with 2 outs. And now we're back to the top of the order, Boone Treadway. Caden Trent, the runner at second, is going to be lifted for a pinch runner. Vanderhyde, who just made that last out, will run. Rule in Little League, if a pitcher catcher's on base with 2 outs, they can be lifted for a courtesy runner, which is the runner that, or the batter that made the last out. Treadway's walked twice in this game and scored in that 5-run fourth. And he's ahead of this count 3-0. Pitch. That is another walk to Boone Treadway. He has walked 3 times tonight. He has now walked 8 times in the World Series. And it'll bring up Bryson Williams. Williams has hit into a fielder's choice. He walked and scored last inning. Strike 1. 0-1 pitch. That's low, 1-1. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. 1-2. One, two. That's a swing and a miss for strike 3, and that will end the inning. Ohio does not score. We head to the bottom of the 5th. 5-0 Ohio. Damian, this is Ohio and New Jersey, and Ohio has a 5-0 lead. Yeah, Damian, New Jersey's behind right now still, but we saw what happened last night with Alabama. They were in a 5-0 hole, and they came all the way back and won it. AJ Tapia will be the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Boone Treadway. Damian, let's go to Ohio. Ohio is actually my neighbor to the east. Boone Treadway back to the mound. He is at 63 pitches. Oh, let's go, Ohio. Here we go. First pitch, bottom 5, ball 1. One 0 pitch is low. It's 2-0 on Tapia. He singled back in the 2nd. 2-0 pitch. That's a strike. Count now 2-1. 2-1 pitch. Strike 2. 2-2. That 2-2 pitch is foul. Two-two pitch. That is popped foul. That'll get out of play. Count stays 2-2. 2-2. On the ground and through for a base hit. There's a start here in the bottom of the fifth. Leadoff single for Tapia. And it will bring up Connor Oliva. Took a called third strike back in the second. Strike one. Oh, 1 is a swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Oh, 2 is low. 1-2. One, two. That's line for a base hit. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. Tapia going to third and will hold there. It's a double for Oliva and the first 2 on for New Jersey here in the fifth. Second and third, nobody out, and the batter is Joey Dwyer. Dwyer struck out back in the third. That's hit to the shortstop. Runners have to hold, and the throw to first in time. Now the runner coming home, and he's in there. Tapia scores. He took off as the ball was getting thrown to first. That's still an okay trade-off for Ohio. You give up 1 run, but you get an out. It's 5-1. Laura Lee Dixon, the live chat. 6 innings in Little League. So Dwyer does get the RBI ground out. New Jersey gets on the board, and here's Dex Zimmerman, who singled his first time up. Takes a strike here. The count's now 1-1. One pitch. Upstairs, 2-1. It's like New Jersey's starting to get a pitcher loosening in the bullpen. This is AJ Tapia. Time called prior to the 2-1 pitch. 2-1, and now a bunt, and it's bunted foul. Runs the count to 2-2. Well, Treadway's almost at his limit. This is going to be his 80th pitch coming up. And the 2-2's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Zimmerman strikes out, went after a high one there. 2 down here with the runner at second, and the batter will be Anaya. Popped out to short back in the third. And fouled away for strike 1. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner, and that's the last pitch of the night for Boone Treadway. He goes 5 innings tonight, and Iowa. Now, see, Damien, you got me talking. Ohio leading 5-1. They are 3 outs away from living to see another day as we head to the 6th. Leo Feltner will be the leadoff batter for Ohio here in the 6th. Let's see who New Jersey brings on to pitch. We saw Tapia starting to loosen in the bullpen. So we'll see if we see A.J. Tapia come in to pitch here in the 6th. Not bad for their first ever. No, not at all. And there's still 3 outs to go here. Be very, if Ohio hangs on to win this game, of the 4 United States teams that are left, 2 of them will be out of the what's called the Central region. The Midwest and Great Lakes regions both play in the Central region. And 2 of the 4 United States teams left will be out of that Central region, the Midwest and the Great Lakes. And you will have also have the Mountain region and what region did? I'm drawing a blank here. Southeast. Okay, I drew a blank on. Damien, winner of this game, David, plays Alabama tomorrow at 7 o'clock. And it is indeed going to be Tapia coming in to pitch here in the 6th for New Jersey. You're going to be facing an Alabama team that's going to be playing their 3rd game in 3 days. It's interesting as it's ball 1 here to Leo Feltner, the teams that played yesterday had to win 4 games in 4 days. And it's interesting that the teams that won yesterday, so far have all turned around and won again today. Count is now 3-0 to Feltner. And that's going to be a leadoff walk on 4 pitches to Feltner here in the 6th. Yes, Phoenix City, yes, Fear the Bowl with Kinley Rasmus. It's interesting to see who Alabama sends out in that game to pitch tomorrow. Josiah Infante, the batter, singled back in the 2nd. And puts this one into left center field for a base hit. Little bit of a bobble out there in left, but not enough for Feltner to take the extra base. So a walk and a single to lead off the 6th as Ohio looking for some insurance. And the batter will be Jack McAdams. RBI single and scored in that 5-run 4th inning for Ohio. Strike 1. 0-1. That is ripped to the shortstop and caught for out number 1. And now we got a double play. Is this a double play turned here? I have to turn around and see what happened there again. It was a line drive that was caught. Gabe Garcia made the catch. And then the second base umpire called the runner at second out. He caught that on the fly. Right, I'm not exactly sure. I'm looking at the replay now. Here was the catch on the. They're showing the replay now. There was the catch on the fly by Garcia. I guess they're saying. Oh, thank you, Damian. Okay, I guess they're saying they just doubled the runner off at second base after the catch. Let me look at this one more time. There's the catch. It almost hit the dirt, but it is caught by Garcia at short. And then he threw over to second base. They never did. They're showing the catch, but they never did show what happened over at second base after the catch. I'm assuming they're saying Garcia threw to second and just doubled off the runner, I'm assuming is what the call is. I was actually looking at something else. I was not looking at the play at second, so lesson learned. If there's anybody out there that don't do what I just did, always pay attention to the play. Nonetheless, it's a double play. There's 2 outs and a runner at first. And the batter's Bob Frazier. Had an RBI ground out in that 5-run fourth. Ball 1. Damian, to answer your question, Iowa's playing Nevada tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern. 1-0 pitch is low. 2-0. Rookie mistake. Yeah, that's like I say, I've been doing this a little over a year. That's not a mistake I should have made, but 2-0 is a strike. 2-1. 2-1 pitch. That's off the end of the bat, hit to second, and the throw to first in time. And that'll do it in the 6th for Ohio. Last chance coming up for New Jersey. They need 4, down 5-1. Plush Live, good to have you in the live chat. Yeah, Rincon, well, he has walked tonight. But yeah, New Jersey again, though. Worth noting, New Jersey they have in their, counting this game tonight, in their 4 Little League World Series games, New Jersey, they just have not been able to get their offense going this whole Little League World Series. They scored 2, despite winning that first game, they scored 2 runs on Wednesday, 3 runs on Friday. They were shut out Sunday and have been held to 1 run tonight. So they've only managed 6 runs in 4 games. Damian, there's actually a joke with that. Plush Live coming to Mason Otani. Apparently, I would never have noticed it, but he pointed out, apparently I accidentally almost or something called Mason Rincon Mason Otani. I don't even know. So it's been like a running joke since then. Yes, the winner plays Alabama tomorrow night at 7. Damien, they should at least give Alabama a break. Well, I mean, when you fall into in the elimination bracket, that's the harm of falling into the elimination bracket. You have to go on a big long stretch to get. That's why you don't want to fall into that elimination bracket, because eventually, even if you keep winning, you're going to have to go on a 4-4 day run. Greg Alicia's Hamilton, yeah, they're looking pretty good tonight, that's for sure. First pitch, bottom 6, ball 1 to Connor Reed. Struck out his prior at bat back in the third. Two and 0 now. 2-0 pitch. That's ball 3. And actually, I beg your pardon. Treadway is facing. He was only at 83 pitches starting this inning, so he is going to face this batter. This will for sure be his last batter. 3-0 is a strike. 3-1 pitch. Hit foul, and that will fill the count. So even though Treadway is now over the 85 pitch mark, since he started the at-bat at 83, he can finish this at-bat. Here's the payoff pitch. Ball 4. Oh, Treadway thought he had that one, and I'm actually not sure where that missed. A leadoff walk to the number 11 hitter, and now the lineup will reset to the top of the order. And that is going to be the end of the night on the mound for Boone Treadway. He goes 5+, 1 run and 4 hits. 8 strikeouts tonight. And Plush Life, I tell you what, if we're back to the top of the order, if Garcia and Feliz both reach base here, Rincon would come up as the tying run. These next 2 batters have to reach for that to happen. Garcia and Feliz are both 0 for 2 tonight, but that was against Treadway. They're going to be facing a new pitcher now, which I'm still seeing who this is going to be. Josiah Infante was warming up. And let's see if it is going to be Infante. No, it is not going to be Infante. It's going to be Bryson Williams moving over from center field to come on to pitch. And this is a base hit to right for Garcia on the first pitch he sees from Williams, and the first two have reached here in the bottom of the sixth. So hold the fort here. Owen Feliz is the batter. Feliz has struck out and grounded out, but again, it's a new pitcher now. That will get away, and that will move the runners up 60 feet on the wild pitch. These two runs don't really mean anything. But if this runner at home plate right now, Feliz, gets on, you've got Rincon coming up as the tying run. 1-0 pitch, popped up, foul, and out of play, 1-1. One pitch, strike two. One-two pitch. Popped foul again. Count remains 1-2. One-two pitch. Down low. 2-2. Two-two pitch. Called strike three. Feliz caught looking. One down in the sixth, and here's Rincon. So a break here for Ohio, even if Rincon goes deep here, which he's done twice in the World Series, he still would not be able to tie this with Feliz getting retired. That's ball one in the dirt. Nice stop by the catcher. That saved a run right there. One-zero pitch. That's hit foul. 1-1. Do they pitch around him? No, because he can't tie you or beat you, even if he goes. So I go right after him. Now, if he came up as the tying run, I think you'd be very careful with him. 1-1 down low, 2-1. Two-one pitch on the way. Time called prior to the 2-1. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Now the count on Rincon. Two-two pitch. Up and in, and that will run the count full, 3-2. Oh, I appreciate that, Damian. Thank you. Here's the payoff pitch. Lifted in the air to right. That's going to be caught in foul territory. 2 down here in the 6th. And Jet Bridges will come up as the last hope for New Jersey. Bridges did walk his last time up. He will have to get on here to keep the game alive and bring the tying run up. Strike 1. Here's the 0-1. That's a strike, and now New Jersey down to their final strike. Will Ohio's ace be available tomorrow? No, because he pitched. 0-2 pitch. On the ground and through, and everybody's going to be safe, and the tying run is going to come to the plate for New Jersey. A run will score. Connor Reed comes in. It's 5-2, and Chase Klimkowski will come up as the tying run. Klimkowski has struck out and flown out tonight. Ball 1. One-0 pitch. On the ground to third. Throw to first in time, and that's the ball game. Ohio wins it 5-2. It got a little shaky there in the 6th inning as New Jersey brought the tying run up. But Ohio pulls it out 5-2. And Ohio will get a berth with Alabama tomorrow, and Alabama may have to bring one of their coaches in to pitch tomorrow, because I have no idea who Alabama is going to have eligible to pitch tomorrow. Ohio wins their 3rd consecutive elimination game in this year's Little League World Series. Five runs, 7 hits for Ohio. 2 runs, 6 hits for New Jersey. A clean game. Both teams played error-free baseball tonight. So it will be, so let's set the schedule for tomorrow now with this win by Ohio. 4 more games coming up tomorrow. Again, the same times as it has been. 1, 3, 5, and 7. It will be, now the first 2 games tomorrow are not going to be elimination games because those teams are all undefeated. It starts at 1 o'clock tomorrow with Nicaragua and Curacao on the international side. Damian, I am not going to be able to do, because my full-time job in Iowa plays at 3 o'clock tomorrow. Unfortunately, I will not be able to do that one. The only game I'm going to be able to possibly do is the 7 o'clock game, and Wednesday's usually our busy day at work, so there's no way I'm going to commit to that game tomorrow. We'll just have to see what happens. Nicaragua, Curacao at 1 o'clock. Nevada and Iowa at 3 o'clock tomorrow. Again, neither one of those are elimination games. The two late games are elimination games. At 5 o'clock, Japan and Canada at 5, and then at 7 o'clock, Ohio and Alabama. At Damien, actually, that's a good idea. I could go on and I should have been doing that all week. I never thought I have never done one of the shorts on YouTube. I should have been doing that throughout the week and recapping all the day's action. Oh, thank you, Craig, in the live chat. And thank you, everybody that chimed in on the live chat tonight. I appreciate each and every single one of you more than you'd realize. I want you to know that. So 4 more games tomorrow. So a 20-team Little League World Series has been trimmed now to 8. 4 left on the international side and 4 left on the United States side. And we will be trimmed down to 6 after the action tomorrow. So we're down to the final 4 days, because there's no action on Friday. So the final 4 days of the Little League World Series. Interestingly enough, so now is the 4 teams that played yesterday all won today. So all 4 of these teams that won today are going to be on their 3rd game in 3 days tomorrow. We'll see how much gas is left in the gas tank. Because even if you win tomorrow, you're still going to have to win 1 more on Thursday to finish off the 4 in 4 days. And again, in that, one more worth repeating, that Ohio-Alabama game tomorrow, I have no earthly idea who in the world Alabama is going to pitch. We'll have to just wait and see who they send to the mound in that game tomorrow. I'm going to try my best to be on for that 7 o'clock game tomorrow between Ohio and Alabama. We'll see what happens. Oh, just send me $2. All right. Damien, you're awesome, man. And I'm going to try my best to be on tomorrow night. We'll see what happens. This has been an absolute blast doing this week, and I have been getting so many views on this Little League World Series games. I never dreamed I would get this kind of viewership, not being able to show the game, but you all have been absolutely awesome. And I will for sure, I've wrote myself a note, I will for sure have a post on my page tomorrow, yay or nay, if I'm going to be able to be on for that game tomorrow. It'll probably be early afternoon when I get that up. That's when I will be able to tell if I'm going to be able to be on for that one or not. 5-2, the final here. And again, the scores from earlier today: Japan eliminated Mexico with a 3-1 win. Alabama picked up a 4-2 win over Washington. They got a little bit of revenge on Washington. Washington beat Alabama on the first day of the World Series. And then the shocker from the international side, Canada knocking out South Korea with a 5-1 win, as Canada pulls off the shocker over South Korea. And of course here, 5-2, Ohio knocking out New Jersey. That's going to wrap it up, folks. Again, my name is John, Sports Bonanza John on YouTube. Appreciate everybody that subscribed tonight, and do like my content, would really appreciate a like and a subscribe from you. Also on Kick tonight, Sports Kick John. You can follow me there. You can also follow me on Twitch, Sport Guru John. I will have more I've got some content on Twitch. I'll be back on Twitch here later on this week and next week. Again, we'll have an update tomorrow sometime early afternoon, yay or nay, on if I'm going to be able to be on for that 7 o'clock game tomorrow night between Ohio and Alabama. And Thursday, I'm going to play it by ear on Thursday. I've been saying all that I'm going to do. FCS college football season opens up Thursday night. Still planning on doing a college football stream. That may change at the last minute, and I may end up doing one of these games here. Have not decided yet. I will definitely let you know, because I'm unfortunately going to make the announcement now. I am not going to be able to be on for the championship game on Sunday of the Little League World Series, unfortunately. So may just do a game there on Thursday to make up for that. We'll see what happens, but appreciate all of you joining me tonight. And again, 5-2 win for Ohio. They now face Alabama tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Appreciate you all again. Thank you, everybody. And I will talk to you down the road. Hope you all have a great rest of your Tuesday, everybody. God bless. Good night.